Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to my channel. Today is day 93 out of 100 for 100 sketchy videos. Now for the last 10 sketches of the series, they are sketches that I have come up with myself. So I have them drawn out here. This one is calling for 2 photos, some embellishment, and some bits of paper. Now, I've already gone a little rogue in that my photos are not landscape, they're actually going to be portrait photos. And then I went and pulled out some products that I thought looked nice together. So I have some khaki colored cardstock, this sheet of paper from Late Afternoon from Amy Tangerine, this one as well, it's got some cameras and some yellow there. This jelly bean soup paper called Hearty Hodgepodge. It's Cup of Chevron, so this is the A side. It's a 2016, and Jelly Bean Soup doesn't make products anymore. But as much as I love this, I have another sheet of this, so I'm going to use this side. And then I pulled a couple Paper House corked stickers because you guys know I love me some cork. So let's see what I can do. Alright guys, so I am going to start off by trimming the branding strip off of this paper. Now I absolutely adore the colors in this Late Afternoon collection. This yellow makes my soul sing. There are certain yellows that I just like. This is one of them, but I'm not, and I did not go buy a ton of paper like I did for the yellow Paper House paper that is the B-side of a travel paper that I love. I went and bought a whole bunch of that because it's such a great yellow. It's not like too dark, it's not too light, it's not too buttery, it's not too bright. Like it's just good. So I am going to kind of sketch this out and use a big old ruler to get straight lines. And I'm just trying to figure out where I want these divisions to be. So when I sketch this out, I was actually thinking of like ink blending with a very minimal kind of sunburst ray effect. Like I thought, okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do like this sunburst thing. Well, that changed. I decided instead to use pattern paper. And I thought, wouldn't it be cool if I have this on top of a background and there's a border? So I went ahead and trimmed my paper down. And I do struggle a little bit with this to get it right. And I think it's because I switched gears in the middle of it. My original plan was to just have something at the top and something at the bottom, and then have the middle of this be the khaki colored cardstock. Ultimately, I did not end up with that. Ultimately, I ended up with 3 pieces of paper. Now, I absolutely adore this, this paper. I adore both sides of it. With the light blue plus signs on the dark blue background and then the stripes. I just do. I just adore both sides of this paper. It's a good thing I have 2 of them. So it's great. Now I go ahead and cut that down, and I'm going to place that on the layout as well. So I'm looking at this and I'm like, yeah, okay, I've got this kind of direction thing going on, and I've got my photos here, and you might be looking at these photos and going, what the heck is this? So that is a picture of my leg with gum on it. So we had gone to dinner at Texas Roadhouse, and this was during the time where you couldn't eat inside, you had to eat outside, and the table was set up at a bench, and I was sitting at the bench, and you know, we had our meal and whatever, and then at the end, I reached down to scratch my leg, and I touched gum on my leg, and I was like, oh. So when the waiter came around, I was like, hey, just want to let you know, you might want to clean this bench off before the next table comes, because part of the gum is now on my pants, but it's still on the bench too. And he was like, I'm so sorry. Thank you for letting me know. I'm so sorry. And he went off. and we were waiting for the bill, and he came back with the bill, and he also came back with a coupon for a free dinner for two and an offer to have my pants dry cleaned. Like, he wanted my name and address so he could have my pants dry cleaned. And I was like, you don't need to dry clean my jeans. I'm sure it'll come out. Because, I've gotten gum on clothes before, and you just put an ice cube on it and the gum hardens up and the gum pops off. Well, I guess because I still had to go back to work after this, because it was a work thing that we went out for dinner for. I had to go back to work, and it took hours for me to get back home. Like, it really got stuck on there. So the gum stayed on my pants, and I never went back to the Roadhouse and was like, my pants are messed up. Like, I never did that. I did use that free dinner for two though. So anyway, while I was telling you that story, I figured out how to get the third piece of paper cut, and I got it down there. So now I'm going to use my ever so dwindling stash of fun foam. You never realize how much of something you use. Because I was like, oh, yeah, I've used a lot. Now I got distracted. So now I'm going to start pulling in these cork stickers. Now, I am a fan of cork and khaki. I just love the combination of it. So I'm going to do my embellishment up here, just like it is in the sketch, and that's, represent it with the stars. You don't have to use stars. You can just use it as embellishment. And I'm going to go ahead and pop up part of the banner, since it is overlapping the photos and those are popped up. So I don't want the banner to lean back where half of it is up on the photo and the other half is on the background. That would just kind of ruin my day. So now I'm just going to figure out where I want things to go. I thought the doily was appropriate, and I was a little bummed because I wanted to fussy cut cameras out of this paper, but I ended up using the majority of it for my photo mat. But what has worked is I've been able to cut out enough parts of cameras to get them down on the layout. So I have this one that I placed down here. I'm going to fussy cut another one out and kind of nestle these two together up here. And I just really love the colors. Everything is coordinating. That blue looks really good. I am a fan of navy blue and yellow and teal together. That's a beautiful color combination in my eyes. Pulling out these cork arrows, and again, I'm using my fun foam to pop parts of it up because it is going to overlap the photo. And again, I don't want crooked arrows. Now, sometimes you might want a crooked arrow. This time, not really wanting one. So I do roll my paper back and add a little bit of Nouveau Deluxe adhesive. So fun foam is only fun on one side. My friend Crystal actually keeps me in the fun foam. Before that, I used to use unfun foam, and it's funny because she sent me a couple packs of fun foam, and I still have my original unfun foam. So it's kind of wild. Now I'm just going to do some embellishment down here as well. It's not in the sketch, but I feel like my sketches are pretty basic, meaning you could dress them up and keep adding more because, more is more, or you could just go with what the sketch is. And those are the times where you're thinking that less is more. Now, I do hand draw out these sketches, you guys. I actually used to create sketches back for a scrapbooking group I was a member of. The scrapbooking group had originally started on MSN Group. Does anybody remember MSN groups? They went away a long time ago, and we were devastated. So yeah, that was my first like scrapbooking online community, was a group on MSN Groups. I forgot why I was saying that. What was I saying that for? No idea. It's gone. Okay, so I am going to pull out these vinyl thickers, and I'm pretty sure American Crafts doesn't make vinyl thickers anymore. I think it's just the foam and chipboard, or the thicker paper covered foam ones. At least I think so. So this is a kind of like a brighter yellow, so I decided that my title was going to be with that. And then this arrow felt a little wrong. Like it felt too different from the arrows up on the top. So I just fishtail bannered the back of it. And then it made it more similar to me, so that I didn't feel like I had like the odd arrow out. Does that make sense? It just felt a little bit too different. So I am going to place down these letters that say, oh, goodness, man, 2 voiceovers for today's videos, and in both videos I just let out a deep big old yawn that I can't control. I can't take it back. Like, it just happens. And if you guys didn't know, most of the time my voiceovers are in one take, just because, you know, if it comes out of my mouth, then that's probably what needs to be said. My brain does engage sometimes before my mouth. No, scratch that. My mouth engages before my brain does. But it's me, and it's real, and, you know, there it is. So, true confession time. If you guys haven't been around for a while, there have literally been times where I have fallen asleep doing a voiceover, and yeah, that has happened. It's also happened where I just start talking and I look around the room and look at everything but my layout, and I'm still talking and the layout is done and the video has stopped. In those cases, I have gone back and redone the video, because, you know, you just got to. I also have to redo the videos when my husband makes his little comments or something like that, because sometimes, sometimes the people in the household make me redo the voiceovers. But honestly, guys, it's not, I don't know. I just would rather share with what is coming in my brain and out of my mouth. And I really do prefer kind of voiceovers that are not exactly like mine, but similar to mine, where it's just you telling me, and it isn't completely rehearsed, and nothing will like make me turn your video off faster than if you sound like you have completely rehearsed what you're going to say. Now, I say all that, but I have started my videos with, "Hey guys, Sandy here," and end the intro with, "Let's see what I can do," and end the end of the video with, "And I will see you guys real soon for another video." But that just naturally occurred. Like, that wasn't something that I consciously thought of. And I don't even know if I realized I was saying it over and over again, or Lana pointed it out. But anyway, there's some little weird history of video while you were watching me create this layout. So there it is. Leave me any comments if you want to chat below. I got to catch up on comments. I kind of got behind over vacation, but I promise I will catch up soon. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again real soon for another video.